Hey YouTube, long time no see. Well, you see me, I've seen YouTube for a while, but hey, this is your Yahoo Weeps. I have been on a hiatus for the past year, maybe. Been dealing with health issues and stuff, and anyways, hello, anyone that's watching this, I hope you're doing well. So like I said, this is your Yahoo Weeps, and I want to tell you that God does not exist. God is all in the mind. Okay, let me clarify. When I say God, I mean the term God that people use. If you look in the dictionary, if you look online, look in the dictionary, if we find the source of the word, it actually comes from a word that means to pour out a drink offering. So, to pour out a drink offering, that's what it is. Now, if you want to say God is in the Bible, well, someone is calling me and I am not answering because I'm making a video. Um, so if you want to say, well, it's in the Bible, well, it's a mistranslation. Because in Scripture, for the first 3/4 of the book, the term that's used, there's a couple terms, but almost all of it is the term Elohim. Elohim does not mean God. God does not mean Elohim. Elohim is a Hebrew word. The im on the end of it is plural. Now, that's either a plural of quantity or quality. So it doesn't necessarily mean more than one. It can be a plural of quality, saying it's more awesome than one. And where was I going with this? Yeah, you can tell what kind of plural it is by the surrounding, let me think, verb and like maybe adjective, the surrounding associated words that go along with that noun. And almost every time in Scripture, you see that it's singular accompanying words, verbs or adjectives or whatever. Singular. So it denotes that it's a plural of quality. So it's Elohim, but it's a singular Elohim, a plural of quality, meaning it's awesome. Now, the Elohim, the El, is the primary part of the Elohim. And El is composed of the Hebrew letters, just to be kind of quick with this, the Hebrew letters Aleph and Lamed. That's what makes the El in Elohim. Now, the ancient pictographic Hebrew, from my understanding, the ancient pictographic letter of the Aleph is an ox head. The ancient pictographic Hebrew letter of the Lamed is a shepherd's staff. Now, the ox head, from what I've heard, denotes power and primacy, or like the first, and gentleness, because oxes, unless they're enraged, they're usually very gentle, but they're very powerful, and they're the foremost of the farm animals that the Hebrews would use. So power, primacy, and gentleness. Okay. Now the lamed, the shepherd's staff, denotes authority, because the shepherd is an authority over the flock. The shepherd is the one that's in authority with his job. Protectiveness, because the shepherd protects the flock, and movement, because the shepherd is the one that gets the flock moving and makes things happen. Okay, so the Aleph and the Lamed. Another way you could say it is the Elohim, referring to Yahweh, because Elohim is used in Scripture to refer to people. But you could say that the Elohim would mean the prime mover, or the gentle protector, or the prime authority, the foremost authority, the powerful authority. Now, when it's referring to Yahweh, the Creator, it would be the most gentle protector, the gentle ultimate protector, or the prime mover, the one who makes everything happen, the one who gets everything moving, or the utmost authority, the most powerful authority. So another way you could say it is just he's the authority. He's the protective, prime moving authority. So I think that when they translate Elohim into English, to me, it would make much more sense to translate it as ultimate authority, because God is almost like a meaningless word. I think it's got Germanic roots. So if you're German, then maybe that would be a word that would make some sense to you. But it would make even more sense if you had the Germanic words for ultimate authority, and they translated it as ultimate authority. That's how they should have translated it when it's referring to the creator Yahweh. Because Yahweh is his proper name. That's my best understanding of how to pronounce it. It's the Yod-He Wah-He, and that Wah, I think, is modernly pronounced as a Vav. But the English equivalent would be the Y sound, the H sound, the W sound, and the H sound. So some people pronounce it Yahweh, some people pronounce it Yehovah. My best understanding is it would be pronounced Yahweh. But he's the ultimate authority. So, and if you just want to say, well, I know him as God. Well, I think he knows who you're talking about if you're referring to him. But it's a little bit of a misnomer because there are lots of gods. There's Allah, which really means the God. I just found this out recently. La would be the proper name of that deity. So there's lots of deities, gods. There's Allah, there's Brahman, Vishnu. There's, the ancient Roman and Egyptian gods, so like Zeus and Horus and Set and Osiris. Trying to remember some of the other gods. But really, there's only one creator that really exists, and he's Yahweh. Yahweh, the ultimate authority. Yahweh, the most powerful authority. Yahweh, the prime mover. Yahweh, the one who gets everything moving. And he says that he is not a man, and he says that no one has ever seen him, and he cannot be seen. I think that he has representatives that will come in his name, meaning in his authority. So they'll come in his authority and in his character. So they can be called, sometimes they're called Yahweh in Scripture, but it's not, they themselves are not Yahweh, they're just the representative, the spokesman. So there definitely is a creator, and that's evidenced by his creation. And creation needs a creator, and by movement, the movement of, say, protons, electrons, molecules, subatomic particles, the movement of those things, and all of the laws that exist, like the law of gravity, the laws of morality, all the other laws that govern the universe, all of those laws necessitate a lawgiver. And that lawgiver is Yahweh of Elohim. So, Bibles say God, and that's a misnomer. And then they translate Yahweh as Lord when it doesn't. His name does not mean Lord, and plus that's a proper name. So, like, say somebody's name is I'm trying to think of something. David means beloved, the beloved. So you wouldn't just say, "Hey, beloved," and expect him to know who you're talking about if you're talking to somebody named David. Well, no, it's a proper name. You refer to him by his name. And the name of the creator given in Scripture is Yahweh, or Yod-He-Wah-He, or Yod-He-Vav-He, however you pronounce it. But, so it doesn't mean Lord. So it's a mistranslation. So any Bible that has Lord instead of Yahweh is a false translation. It's an untrustworthy book. Now, I know with Yahweh can still communicate to people and still have relationship with people that use the faulty translations and that use, that call him God and everything, but it's not as accurate. And I know that Yahweh gives everyone their level of understanding, and at the times that he gives them. I used to not know pretty much everything that I make videos on. A number of years ago, I didn't know any of this stuff. Did that mean I had no relationship with the Creator? No. It just meant that he had decided not to give me that knowledge at that time, and that's what he does with everyone. He gives people the knowledge that he chooses to at the time he chooses to, So it's not a matter of someone being better than another one, or someone you're just so wrong because you have faulty information or something like that. No, it's up to the Creator when He chooses to give you what He chooses to give you. So yeah, so God does not exist. That's a false word. It's actually the ultimate authority, which is, of course, the Creator of all of us, who loves all of us, and is going to bring all of us to Himself